Visa-free countries for Ghana passport holders. Western countries have relatively more freedom than African countries in a context of travel freedom. Fewer African countries exist which have very powerful passports, such as the South Africa and Mauritius, among others. These passports permit their holders to travel free to some countries around the world without visas. African passports are usually weak and provide fewer travel options to their holders. The Ghanaian passport is not the strongest in Africa, but it allows its holders to travel to 39 countries without visas. Ghana, officially the Republic of Ghana, is a country in West Africa. It spans along the Gulf of Guinea and the Atlantic Ocean, sharing borders with Ivory Coast in the west, Burkina Faso in the north, Togo in the east, the Gulf of Guinea and the Atlantic Ocean in the south. It has a population of 24 million people and a GDP of $67 billion. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Now let's look at some of those countries Ghana passport holders could visit without a visa. Number 15, Djibouti. Djibouti, on the Horn of Africa, is a mostly French and Arabic-speaking country of dry shrublands, volcanic formations, and Gulf of Aden beaches. It's home to one of the saltiest bodies of water in the world, the low-lying lake Azay, in the Danaki Desert. It has a population of 973,560 people and a GDP of $3.3 billion. Ghana's citizens can visit Djibouti for 31 days on an e-visa. Number 14, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is a landlocked country in West Africa that covers area of around 274,200 square kilometers, and it is bordered by Mali to the northwest, Niger to the northeast, Benin to the southeast, Togo and Ghana to the south, and the Ivory Coast to the southwest. It has a population of 20 million people and a GDP of $14 billion. No visa is required for Ghanaian passport holders to visit Burkina Faso for 6 months. Number 13, Belize. Belize is a nation on the eastern coast of Central America, with a Caribbean Sea shoreline to the east and dense jungle to the west. Offshore, the massive Belize Barrier Reef, dotted with hundreds of low-lying islands called cayas, hosts rich marine life. It has a population of 390,353 people and a GDP of $1.9 billion. Ghanaians do not require a visa to visit Belize. Number 12, Indonesia. Indonesia, officially the Republic of Indonesia, is a country in Southeast Asia and Oceania between the Indian and the Pacific Ocean. It consists of over 17,000 islands, including Sumatra, Java, Sulawesi, and parts of Borneo and New Guinea. It has a population of 270 million people and a GDP of $1.1 trillion. Citizens of Ghana traveling to Indonesia to stay for 90 days or less do not require a visa. Number 11, Benin. Benin, a French-speaking West African nation, is the birthplace of the Voodoo religion and home to the former Dahomey Kingdom from circa 1600 to 1900s. In Abomey, Dahomey's former capital, the historical museum occupies 2 royal palaces with vast reliefs recounting the kingdom's past and a throne mounted on human skulls. It has a population of 11.8 million people and a GDP of $14.4 billion. Ghanaians do not require a visa to visit Benin. Number 10, Mali. Mali, the official Republic of Mali, is a landlocked country in West Africa. Mali is the 8th largest country in Africa, with an area of just over 1,240,000 square kilometers. The population of Mali is 19.1 million. It has a GDP of 17 billion US dollars. Ghanaian passport holders do not require a visa to visit Mali for 30 days. Number 9, Niger. Niger, or the Niger, officially the Republic of Niger, is a landlocked country in West Africa, named after the Niger River. Niger is bordered by Libya to the northeast and Chad to the east, Nigeria to the south, Benin and Burkina Faso to the southwest, and Mali to the west, Algeria to the northwest. It has a population of 23 million people and a GDP of 13 billion US dollars. Ghanaian passport holders do not require a visa to visit Niger for up to 3 months. Number 8, Nigeria. Nigeria is an African country on the Gulf of Guinea. It has many natural landmarks and wildlife reserves. Nigeria is known for its 250 ethnic tribes. It has a total population of 6 and a total GDP of 448 billion US dollars. Ghanaian passport holders can stay in Nigeria for 90 days. Number 7, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is a country in West Africa. On the Atlantic Ocean, it's known for the white and beaches lining the Freetown Peninsula. The capital city, Freetown, commemorates the national slave trade history with a cotton tree landmark and King Yard Gate. Nearby Buns Island was a key departure point during the slave trade. It has a population of 7.4 million people and a GDP of 4.1 billion. Ghanaians visiting Sierra Leone can stay for up to 90 days without a visa. Number 6, Seychelles. Seychelles is an archipelago of 115 islands in the Indian Ocean, off East Africa. It's home to numerous beaches, coral reefs, and natural reserves, as well as rare animals such as giant Aldabra tortoise. It has a total population of 97,625 people and a GDP of 1.7 billion US dollars. Ghanaian nationals can stay in the Seychelles visa-free for 90 days. Number 5, Togo. Togo, a West African nation on the Gulf of Guinea, is known for its palm-lined beaches and hilltop villages. Koto Damaku, inhabited by Batamariba people, is a traditional settlement of fortress-like clay huts dating to the 17th century. It has a population of 8.7 million people and a GDP of 5.5 billion US dollars. Ghanaian nationals can stay in Togo free visa for 7 days. Number 4, Tanzania. Tanzania is an East African country known for its vast wildlife areas. They include the plains of the Serengeti National Park, a safari mecca populated by the Big Five game: elephant, lion, leopard, and rhino, and the Kilimanjaro National Park, home to Africa's highest mountain. It has a population of 58 million and a GDP of 63 billion US dollars. Number 3, Uganda. Uganda is a landlocked country in East Africa, whose diverse landscape encompasses the snow-capped Rwenzori Mountains and immense Lake Victoria. It has a total population of 44 million and a GDP of 35 billion US dollars. Ghanaian nationals can visit Uganda visa-free for 90 days. Number 2, Vanuatu. Vanuatu is a South Pacific Ocean nation made up of roughly 80 islands that stretches 1,300 kilometers. It has a total population of 299,882 and a GDP of 934 million US dollars. Ghanaian national can stay in Vanuatu visa-free for 30 days. Number 1, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a landlocked country in southern Africa, known for its dramatic landscape and diverse wildlife. Much of it's within park reserve and safari areas. It has a population of 14.6 million and a GDP of 21 billion US dollars. Ghanaian passport holders can stay in Zimbabwe visa-free for 90 days. Apart from the above-mentioned countries, holders of Ghanaian passports are entitled to visit other countries without a visa. Some of these countries include Fiji, Dominica, Grenada, Haiti, and Jamaica. Holders of Ghana passports can also get an e-visa and visa on arrival in countries like Laos, Myanmar, Zambia, India, and Ivory Coast. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do well to like and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification to get alert when we release new content. If you have any thoughts and contribution and requests, they are welcomed in the comment section.